Hello everybody, in this Rhino video demo, I would like to show how we can fairly easily create this form. By the way, this is a subscriber requested video. Okay, let's start. Let's draw the base shape in the top view. I'm going to draw a horizontal line here and then use the offset command to establish the length as 180. I'm going to draw a vertical line here and use that to establish the width of breadth using the offset again and set it to 120, something like that. Now I'm going to find the two corners by having the object snap, the intersect, turn on, and then using the polyline find the first location, find the second location. Okay, now we can remove the accesses by using the trim command. And we need to remove this as well, something like that. Okay, now I want to fillet the corners using the fillet command, and let's set the radius to be 20. Let's repeat the process again and again. Okay, something like that. And let's join the curves. Okay, now I need to create the cross-sectional profile, and I want to do it here. It's a triangle, and I want to do it here, and there are more than one ways to do it, but I think I'll use the tried and tested way of offsetting lines or curves. I'm going to establish the height as 20. And the width on each side as 12. So I can type offset, set this to 12. So the overall length over here will be 24. Okay, something like that. Let's remove the accesses again by using the trim. It's only this and this. You can remove the rest. Here we got something like that. Join this, and now we need to place this triangle here in a perpendicular manner. Okay, I reckon the best way to do it is to use this command, the Orient perpendicular to curve. Okay, I'm going to go slow on this because this portion can be a bit confusing. So Orient perpendicular to curve, click on this, select object Orient is this shape here, enter. Now it asks for the base point. The base point is the location in relation to the shape that will be placed onto the orientation curve. So that location is actually somewhere here, the middle section of this. So I want to have the object snap the mid option turn on, so that I can snap to this location. And now Rhino prompts me for the orientation curve. So I can click on here to place the object perpendicular to the orientation curve. Okay, so I can place maybe somewhere here. Now that I've done this, we can create the general shape by using the sweep one rail. Okay, so select rail is this, sweep shape or cross section is this, enter one more time to establish the form, and then click OK. Yep, so we got something like that. Let me just hide the iso curves so you can see the form better. Okay, so we got something like that, and the next thing I need to do is to create the profiles where we can create the layered details, and there are more than one way to do it, and I reckon we can try something like contour to get those profiles. Okay, let's do it. So in this view, what I'm going to do is select the contour command, this one, okay, contour, or you can simply type contour at the prompt, and you ask it for select object contour is this, okay, enter. You ask for the base point of the contour plane, so it's going to be somewhere along here, okay, so you can click on this, and then the direction, so I'm going to make sure it's along this direction. You can press and hold the shift key to turn on the auto, and then you ask for a distance. I want to set the distance to 2, so I'm going to type 2 at the prompt and press enter, and you notice that Rhino has created nice profiles over here, which we can use to create the layered details. We don't need this base form anymore because this simply the reference shape to get our contour. So I'm going to hide this, and you can see that we got like lots of contour lines. Okay, and let's just hide the other stuff so that it's less confusing for you. Okay, so we got something like that. And how do we create those layered details? Okay, the easiest way is to go to the solid tools and use this extrude close planar curve. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to select everything, click on this, and then you got to establish the distance. I don't want it to be both sides, only want it to be on one side, and the distance I want it to be slightly longer than our offset or contour distance. Okay, so let's set it to 2.1 maybe, enter. And now you can see that, yeah, we got those layered forms. Okay, we don't need the top portion because the top portion is only a singular one, so we need the rest. Okay, so you can see that they are all layered in this way. There are some curves. Let me remove the curves. Okay, and then you notice that in the final design the sides were like more or less rounded, so we have to round the sides as well, and this can be computationally intensive, so I hope the computer do not hang in the process. What I'm going to do is select all these for our solid fillet. Let me press escape first. Okay, let me just press escape first. Go to solid fillet edge. Okay, and then establish the fillet. Okay, so you know that we know that this piece is individually set to 2.1, so I want to set the fillet radius to 1. Okay, so that it's more like there's a bit of distance between the top and the bottom fillets to prevent errors. So enter, select all this, press enter, enter one more time, and wait for Rhino to do this magic. And yep, we got the form created. Make it easier for you to see. Let's just hide all these curves. Okay, let's set it to rendered first. Okay, can you see? Yeah, we got all the pieces done this way. And if you need this to be a single solid, we need to union the design. Okay, let me try to union and cross the finger that it will work. Sometime can be so intensive that we might have errors, or it can take ages to union all this, but let's try. Because select everything and go to Boolean union and union the stuff. Oh, it's done. So as you can see, we have created the form. And with that, I come to the end of this video. Hope this has been useful. See you. Bye.